There's nothing quite like a relaxing road trip, but not all journeys consist of endless repetitive highway. There are wild roads all over the world that'll give you an adrenaline rush with just one look. The Lake Pontchartrain Causeway. Standing on the shore of New Orleans' Lake Pontchartrain, you might look out over the water and think you're witnessing an optical illusion, because the bridge that extends over the massive stretch of water simply doesn't seem to end. Close to 24 miles long, in fact, making it the second longest overwater road bridge in the world. Perched 15 feet above the water on a series of 9,500 concrete pillars, this bridge connects both sides of the massive lake, which measures in at a whopping 630 miles squared. You'll reach the halfway point and discover that you're so far out, you can't see the land on either side. Though it looks like it'd be a watery dream to drive across, I bet it's an absolute nightmare to break down on. Hualien Tunnel Road. It may be less than a mile long, but taking the trip down the death-defying Hualien Tunnel will feel like one of the longest drives of your life. This rocky tunnel was carved into China's Taihang Mountains back in the 1970s, after villagers from remote Hualien were refused government aid to build a road. Instead of living a life of solitude, they decided to carve the road out of the mountain themselves. With nothing more than hand tools, 13 of the villagers began steadily chipping away at the cliffside. Amazingly, over the course of 5 back-breaking years, they produced a 0.7-mile-long tunnel connecting their little village to the outside world. However, they only made it 16 feet tall and 13 feet wide, barely enough to fit 2 standard cars beside one another. The Louis-Mir Aqueduct. If I ask you to imagine a bridge, I bet the first thing that comes to your mind is a road that passes over water. However, there's one bridge in Denmark that's the exact reverse. It's water that crosses over a road. Not only that, but it's been bizarrely built inside a lake. This uniquely engineered bridge, called the Louis-Mir Aqueduct, was constructed back in 2002 as part of the incredibly busy N302 motorway. The Øresund. Perched on the icy waters between Denmark and Sweden is a structure that's not a road, nor a bridge, or even a tunnel, but a god-tier combination of all three. Known as the Øresund, this incredible international structure starts with a cable-stayed bridge that runs nearly 5 miles out into the ocean. Then, after taking in all that sea air, the bridge suddenly transitions into a road on an artificial island, which has been carved into a tunnel under the water. There it runs for another 2.5 miles, combining the best under and over water experiences. While the final result looks tremendous, why not just build a single bridge or tunnel all the way across? Well, the Danish engineers realized this crossing point shared its location with the Copenhagen airport and essential shipping lanes. So to avoid interfering with air and sea traffic, engineers designed the road bridge to duck underwater. Ishima Ohashi Bridge. From afar and through the right camera lens, Japan's Ishima Ohashi Bridge looks so steep it's enough to fill even the most experienced drivers with dread. At almost 150 feet tall with an impossibly sharp gradient, it's a miracle to see cars rolling up and down it without careening into one another. But the incline of the bridge is much less terrifying up close. Even though it does have a steep gradient of 5.1 and 6.1% on either side, a telescopic lens compacts the length of the bridge's ascension, making it appear a lot steeper than it really is. The result, from far away, makes the bridge look more like a roller coaster than a road.